Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Flight of Icarus. Flight of Icarus is a game from Cobblestone Games, published by Peter Schultz. Plays 2 to 4 players in 60 minutes or less, depending on how quickly people die at the end. We'll get to that. And what you're basically doing in this is you are taking on the role of Icarus, and you are trying to fly, but you might fly too close to the sun by building wings of feathers and wax. You know, that whole story, you've heard it tons of times. That's what this game is about. It's highlighting that. The way this game works is going to be played over 4 rounds of preparation, and then a final. The rest of the game will be bidding, flying, trying to make it from Crete to Greece. That's it. So that's enough talking about the theme and what the game does. Let's go on the table, check it out. All right, so here's the game of Flight of Icarus, all set up for 3 players. To set up, you're going to give each player a player board and their matching seal, 5 stamina, 4 innovation cards, which this is a prototype, have the white backs, and 1 weather card. And the third player in this scenario will get a coin. Then you're going to put the board out in the middle. You can put the rest of the Icarus characters here. They're not going to be used for a minute. And then you're going to have the round marker on round 1. And then we're ready to go. You have the coins, the wings, the wax, and the water all off to the side, along with more stamina should the need arise where we need some more of that. Okay? Now we're ready to play. So what this game is we are trying to prepare our flight from Crete to Greece, I believe. I think this is Crete. From Crete to Greece by building wings out of feathers and wax, like Icarus. We're trying to fly, but we don't get too close to the sun. You know, the whole story of Icarus. And the way that this game works is we're going to have 4 rounds of preparation, and that's basically sending our seal out, spending stamina to do these actions. First time we go, we can go anywhere. After that, we have to move to a new location that we are not. And then at the end of each of those rounds, there will be an income if we have some income cards. And then once we get to flight, we will start bidding for weather cards and all that to try to make our trip all the way across the board to make it to Greece, right? And that is the game. So let's go ahead and start. This player's first player. I have the golden coin to signify first player. Again, prototype. So let's look at the innovation cards. Now, here are the innovation cards. Innovation cards have a few different types. So there are some that are going to be ongoing effects. They don't have any symbol above the little pillar here. But then there are some that will go on your player board down here to give you benefits when you take that action. So for example, this is a wax bonus. It will do that. I can discard this to not lose any wax. And that'll make sense later. But each of these areas can only have 1 upgrades. If it doesn't have a symbol, you can have as many of those as you want, okay? So let's go ahead and start, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm going. So first thing I want to do is I want to send my seal out and take some actions. And I think what I want to do is I want to grab some feathers. Now, in a 2 or 3 player game, this first base, you can choose which one you want to do, and I'm going to take feathers. So I pay 3 stamina, slide my stamina down to the bottom, and I take 3 feathers. I'm starting to make to get my preparation to prepare for my flight. Okay? And now we're ready to go. Now it's this player's turn. Again, it should go the other way, but I'm just going to go this way. And they're going to do a similar thing. They have cards in their hand. They don't have any money, so they can't play any yet unless they cost 0. And weather cards, which are the blue cards, you cannot play now. Those will be played during the flying phase. But I think they're going to go get some cash. So they're going to go here, spend 2 stamina, and they're going to get $5. All right, then that player's turn. They have $1. So let's see. Can they play any good cards here? They cannot. But I think they're going to do it. They're going to do this. They're going to come here. And they're going to go here. That will spend 2 stamina. It will give them 2 coins. and allow them to play one card, and they're going to play this card. This will be an income card. It has no cost, doesn't take up a space in the bottom of their board. And then at the beginning of each round, 1 through 4, but you're not going to get anything on round 1 because you didn't play any cards, you get $2. Right? So that's their turn. Then we'll do the second part of this turn. Let's see. So this player, back to black. I think I want to get some... I'm going to go here. And that's going to give me a wax and a coin. Wax is a cube. All right. Then the gray player, they're going to... Oh, I used the wrong one. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I'm good. Okay. Gray player will... They have 3 stamina left. I think they'll come over here and they'll take a feather and some wax. Put that in the appropriate spaces, and it costs them 3 stamina. And mine cost me 2 stamina. All right. This player has 3 stamina left, and they're just going to come over here and they're going to spend 2 stamina, and they'll take $5. All right, so that's that. Now, at the end of this round, this phase, if you have exactly 1 stamina left up here, you get a coin. Then you reset the 5. We move the round marker. Anybody that has a card that pays money, which is that player, gets their money, or their income. They get income. And then we do it all again. First player passes, so we'll go there. And then we'll start with gray. So gray will... I think they want to play a card. So let's see here. Let's do... We're going to do a coated wax. So that'll go here. It's an upgrade to down here. Cost me $1. I guess I got to go to a space first. And they're going to go here. They can play 2 cards if they want. So let's go ahead and do this one. This is a feather ability. That costs another $1. And then they get... Oh, they only got to play 1 card. They got $2. Sorry. Let's take that $1 back, and they get $2. Get 2 money, play 1 card. Got it. Now we're moving on to white, and white will... They should probably play some cards too. I don't know what that symbol means. Let's find out. Sunny is sun and cloud, refers to the weather. Okay, got it. So they're going to play this one. They're going to go play some cards as well. So they will go here. They can play 2 cards, so that'll cost them 2. And this one will cost them 4. So that'll be 6. 4, 5, 6. And they get 1 money. All right. Done. Back to me. I am going to just collect stuff. Let's go over here. Take 2 wax. Back to this player. Do they have any more cards they want to play? Not right now. So they're just going to come over here. And they're going to... Oh, I didn't spend any of my money. So I should have spent 3. They would have spent 3. And then in their first round, they would have spent 2, 1 card. Yeah, I think 3. Yeah, okay. Then they're going to do 2. They're going to take a weather card. So they got a new weather card. We'll get into those. Then we got the white. White will... They need some stuff. So they're going to come... Ooh, they can't do that. They will go here. They're just going to take the 2 coins. And then back to me, I have 2. And I think I'm going to go here and take 5 coins. And that'll be all of my stamina. Nobody has any left, so that's it. All right, so say we finish. After that, we do all the round stuff again. Come up here, now we're ready to fly. So let's say it looked like this at the end of the round. All right, we got this, okay? So we're ready to fly. Now, first thing that happens is any card you have left, you're gonna sell for a coin. Because if you haven't played them, they're no good. So this player's gonna sell 3, they get $3. Okay, I'm going to sell all 4 of mine, I get $4. And they're going to sell 1, they will get $1. All right, now we're ready to go. In this phase, what we're trying to do is we're going to be auctioning for weather cards, and then we're going to play a weather card, and then we're going to be moving. Okay? There's a couple funky rules here. I think. Yeah, I don't think they're. Yeah, I don't need to know the rules right now, but I'll keep that right there. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. So we'll say I was first. That's how it ended. So I'm first player. Now I get to start bidding on the right to play a weather card. All right, I have one in my hand, but I'm going to get to draw a new one, and I can either play one from my hand or flip one from the top. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. So let's go ahead and I'll bid 3. They'll bid 4. They pass. I'll pass. So they get it for 4. This is my card. So they spend their 4. They now become first player, and they get a weather card. So they can either play one in their hand or they can flip the top one. And I think they're actually going to flip the top one. So this is the weather card for the round. Okay. So this is going to affect what's going on during the flight. So let's go ahead and start. So this player will start because they won the right to go first. And whoever dropped out last gets a coin. Or dropped out first, I think, gets a coin. So they dropped out first. And then we're ready to go. So they are going to, we're going to be moving. So the way the movement works is if you're moving straight along this, no stamina required. But you're allowed, you have to move forward towards Greece, and then you may move down, which costs no stamina, or up, which costs 1 stamina. If you have to land where another Icarus is, that costs you 2 stamina. Okay? But you can be in the same location, you're just going to be spending all the stamina that you have, and there's only 5. If you ever run out of stamina, you can look at your board here. If you run out of stamina, you fall into the water. If you run out of feathers, you fall into the water. If your water is greater than your feathers, you fall out of the water. Okay? So the first thing that happens is, after the bidding, before we start moving, we are going to look at this board here. If we have more than 3 feathers, or less than 3 feathers, we lose a stamina. Nobody has less than 3 feathers. If we move up a level, we lose a stamina. If we have more feathers than wax, we lose a feather. So I have more feathers than wax, so I'll lose a feather. They have more feathers than wax, so they'll lose a feather. Now we're ready to fly. So it'll go this player, me, then that player. So we should have 1, 2, and 3. So we know who's going. Okay. Then they're going to move. So they're going to go ahead and just move 1, and they will go up 1. That costs them 1 stamina. Okay. Now it's my turn. So black is just going to go 1, and I'll go down. I'll stay there. So that doesn't cost me anything. And then white is going to have to move 1 on top of me. So that costs them 2. Then they may go down, but they're going to stay right there. Okay. Now, at the end of the round, we're going to look at these, end of round. Whoever's in row A, column A, will lose a wax. So gray loses a wax. If you're in column C and D, you gain a water. So that is both the other players. So black and white get a water. One of the losing conditions is if you have enough more water, or as many waters as wings, you lose. Or more water than wings, sorry. All right. And that is the turn. So then we move on to the next turn. This card can go away. And this player will start bidding again. They'll say 3. They'll do 4. I'll say 5. They'll pass. So they'll get a buck. They'll pass. So I get it for 5. 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to draw one off the top because I don't really love mine. No, I'll play mine. Mine's okay. So I'll play mine. Now we look. If you have more wings than wax, you get rid of a wing. They're good. They're good. Okay. Then we will fly. And I start flying. So I'm 1. They're 2. They're 3. And let's go. So I will go 1. And that's it. I'm moving 1. Then it is gray. Gray will just move 1, but they're at the top, so that will get rid of some wax. They don't want to descend. And then white will descend 1 and move over 1, because you can move forward and then up or down. Now we're going to look at this. Whoever's in the top row loses a cube, a wax. Whoever's in the middle gets rid of a water, gets rid of 2 water, which is good. So that is me. I get rid of a water. That's excellent. And then whoever's in the bottom gains a water. So white will gain another water. All right. And that's how the game's going to keep progressing until either one player makes it to this column here, or everybody has fallen out of the sky. And you will fall out of the sky if you run out of stamina. You're going to be spending stamina to move, so remember that. You run out of wings. Again, you got to have wings. Or your water is greater than your wings. Okay? So that's it. And you're going to keep going until either all players lose or one player wins. And then that's the end of the game. That's how you play Flight of Icarus. Let's go up the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Flight of Icarus. So I'm not going to talk about the components. These are prototypes. Everything I have that you saw was a prototype. I do like these little characters, though. They're cool. So I don't know how different they're going to be in the final game, but I do enjoy that. So yeah, keep in mind everything you saw. It's prototype. The cards are going to be better quality, not just pages and a sleeve. So let's talk about the gameplay. This is a game that's played over effectively two different phases. You have the preparation phase, which is a worker placement phase, gathering wings, feathers, wax, playing cards, getting money, maybe getting more stamina, all that kind of thing, to try to make your flight across the ocean a little bit easier. I guess the Mediterranean, probably. You're flying across the Mediterranean, so the body of water. You're trying to make your flight across the body of water a little bit better. And then once we're done with that, we're going to go to the flying. There's going to be bidding. There's going to be backstabbing. And you're trying to make your flight, hopefully, make it from one side to the other. Or everybody could fall into the water and lose. That's it. It's interesting. I love the theme. I love the look of this board. This will probably be what the board looks like. Not like on this like particle board, but I like the art of this. It looks really nice. There's 2 sides. There's a 2, a 3, and a 4-player side, which is also cool. So I have a couple of this company's other games, the Axe, Builders of Blankenburg, and those boards are fantastic. So I have no reason to believe that this one wouldn't be. So that's that. So I'm going to, if this game seems interesting to you and you want to throw some support, I'm going to put a link to the Kickstarter page in the video description. You can click on it, check it out, go more into detail on what the game is, what the components are going to look like, cost point, and all that kind of thing, to see if maybe you want to throw this game some support. So that is Flight of Icarus. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.